Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. This one was inspired by another YouTube channel. It was a random idea they posted. Should you pay cash for flights, or should you use miles? Well, I wanted to take it up a notch. So today we were going to talk about how you can fly round trip for free in 90 days, or keep paying cash forever. Another person commented that they had American Airlines miles, and they want to go to Greece and they have 60,000 miles. For example, I always like to start off at United. For example, someone commented that they wanted to go from Boston to Vegas for 4 days in November, and they have 30,000 United miles. Is the flight to Vegas really worth 60,000 points for two people? Maybe you would rather use those 60,000 points for something else. Maybe a business class flight to Hawaii. That's totally fine too. There is no right or wrong way to use your points. Some people love flying in business class, and that's how they want to use their points. If you have 100,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points, you can transfer them to Hyatt and stay at a Category 5 hotel for 5 nights. You can fly from the East Coast to Hawaii in economy class for about 25,000 points per person round trip. And then you can use the rest of your points for a hotel stay. Don't use them for something you need to do like groceries or gas. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more awesome travel tips and tricks. And you can also follow me on social media for more travel inspiration. Safe travels, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. That defeats the whole purpose of having points in the first place. If you're transferring Chase points to an airline, I like to use the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. That way you don't have to worry about any hidden fees. It means you can go to Cancun, Mexico, and stay at Secrets Moxed Playa del Carmen for 5 nights. I'll have a 15,000 point per night, so that will total 75,000 points for 2 people. You'll also have 25,000 points left over. You can either save those for another trip, or you can transfer them to United and fly from the US to Canada for 12,500 points per person, round trip. That way, you have 0 points left over, and you're reusing all of your points for an amazing vacation. Other people would rather use their points for a 5-star hotel stay. And that's fine too. It all depends on what you want to do. There's no right or wrong way to use your points. You can do so much more. You can fly in business class to Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, or even South America. And yes, you can transfer your Chase points to Air France, KLM, and Alitalia. If you have American Airlines miles, you can fly to Hawaii from the West Coast in business class for 40,000 miles, round trip. I found a similar deal on Delta using Delta miles. You can fly from the West Coast to Hawaii in business class for 40,000 miles round trip. And you can also transfer your American Airlines or Delta miles to hotels. It's all about what you value them at. But I will say that it might be worth it to use your points while they are still worth something. Well, if you go to United.com and you type in those exact dates, you'll notice that it costs 30,000 points per person for 2 people traveling round trip. Well, if you have 200,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points, you can transfer them to United and book a business class flight from Newark to Hawaii round trip for 75,000 points per person. That's a fantastic deal. Or you can transfer your Chase points to Hyatt and stay at a luxury resort in Maui for 15,000 points per night. The best part about this is that unlike flying, you can cancel your hotel reservation and rebook it for another date. So if you don't feel like going to Hawaii anytime soon, you can always cancel and rebook for a later date. This way you're not wasting your points and you're keeping your options open. Plus, you can use your points for something fun instead of a flight to Vegas. Don't worry, I'm not judging. But seriously, try something new. Use your points to visit somewhere you've never been before or try a different airline. Or even transfer your points to a hotel instead of booking another flight. Try something new. It might be worth it. That means you would need 60,000 United points. So also keep in mind some airlines will charge more points during peak season or for more popular routes. So just double check to make sure you have enough points to cover it. Calm because I have a United Explorer card, which gives me a free checked bag and a bunch of other perks. I like to check that first, just to see what United has to offer. Then I go to Expedia.com and I put in my points. I really like Expedia because you can use a ton of different points through them. And then I also go on to pricelyne.com. Priceline is another site that allows you to use your points, and sometimes they offer better deals than Expedia. And then lastly, I go to Google Flights to see if they have anything available. Sometimes you can find hidden gems on Google Flights that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. Now, someone else wants to go from Boston to Vegas for 4 days in November, and they have 30,000 United miles. So you need to figure out when you want to travel and how many days you want to be gone before you start searching for flights. And also keep in mind that international flights will generally cost more points than domestic flights. So recently I made a video talking about how someone sent me an email that they could unbelieve that I flew from New York to Hawaii round trip for only 4,500 points. Well, it got a lot of responses. A lot of people were telling me that they were frustrated because they could never get anything with their points except maybe a free checked bag or an upgrade. When can you travel? Because this is going to dictate which flight you can book. If you are flexible with your travel dates, you can pretty much book any flight out there using your points. Just kidding. But it does help to narrow down the search. And so I want to address that issue and help all of you who are struggling to use your points. If you have no transferable points or miles and you don't even know where to start, then I recommend reading my guide to beginner travel hacking. You can find it on my blog, thepoandsausagechat.com. It will walk you through everything step by step on how to sign up for points, how to use them, and different cards that you can apply for. But if you already have points sitting around and you don't know what to do with them, this video is for you. Let's get started. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, when do you want to travel? For example, one person commented that they wanted to go from Chicago to Europe for 10 days in the fall, and they have 200,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Next, you want to check a few different websites to see which one offers the cheapest flight using your specific points. Now, once you find a flight that you like, let's say from Boston to Vegas for 30,000 United miles, you want to make sure that you actually have enough points in your account to cover it. Then finally, after you found your flight, you want to decide whether or not it's worth it to you. Someone commented that they had 200,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points, and they wanted to know what they should do with them. And this goes back to what I mentioned earlier. So I want to show you a few examples of how you can use your points for 100,000 points or less. Another option would be to use your Chase points to book a flight to Hawaii. So these are just two examples of how you can use your points. There are so many options and so many possibilities. The most important thing is that you don't waste your points. Use them for something you want to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you some ideas on how to use your points.